Good morning, everyone. Thank you for joining us for a lovely, another fun-filled spotlight session. Happy Friday to you all. Today I have Eric White of Well Manager, who's going to give us a rundown of their products and services, plus a little bit of background of, some well stuff that we may not be aware of, and all types of things like that. So I'll let Eric take it away. Eric, thank you
Perfect.
for
Perfect.
joining us this morning.
No, thank you, Lawrence. It's a pleasure to see you again. I know it's been a few months. Hopefully that chocolate served everyone well. Like I was saying just before we started to record, we no longer have the chocolate, but we do have a great referral program for realtors. So for every referral that leads to a closed sale for Well Manager, we would give the realtor a $250 referral fee. Yeah,
I
so
like
I
that.
will, yeah, so I will share my screen. We have updated our website and some of our products as well, but I'll go through the presentation really quickly. Just if anyone hasn't seen it yet or anyone here hasn't been to the shop, I'll share my screen. Let me just see if I can do that quickly. And can everyone see my screen?
Yes.
Perfect, perfect. So, we are Well Manager. We're located down the road about 15-20 minutes. If there's not bad to traffic, over in Hopewell. And what we do, we manufacture holding tanks with booster pumps for residential and commercial properties with low water pressure, low yielding wells as low as a quarter of a gallon a minute. And our tanks can be tandemized. They can fit under a crawl space. They're 24 inches width-wise, and so they can fit any standard size door. And we do have different booster pumps to help the demand of the household and how many bathrooms and bedrooms that client may have. So, a little bit about water consumption. Um, Average person, as you can see here, uses about 100 gallons of water per day. Now, if we do this in relation to our signature product, the Well Manager, which is a timed control system, say you have half a gallon yield, you're going to get about 720 gallons of water just with one tank with the Well Manager. Now, if it's double that, then you get about 1440 gallons of water per day with one Well Manager tank. Now, our solution, we're going to protect your well, protect the aquifer. As Lawrence knows, the aquifers play a huge part into well yields, same with sediment. And if you're in a bedrocky area like Hopewell and Belmead is, you can have, one house in a cul-de-sac or near a large development where, the yield is great if it's a well or even public water for pressure. And then the other side, the other end of the cul-de-sac can have really crappy, really bad yield and water pressure. So that's where a system like ours comes into place. So we're going to give you that consistent water pressure. We're going to have, really protect the well, the aquifer, over pumping protection, um, and really just give you that, that peace of mind as well. Now we do have guaranteed results. Like I was saying, it's we protect the well, the aquifer, and we do have a money back guarantee. In addition to that, which knock on wood, haven't had to do in over 20 years since we've been in business. Um, but we do have the money back guarantee and a 1 year warranty on the tank itself, and then manufacturer warranties, which vary from 2 to 5 years on other parts and components. Now, on the commercial side or high rise, big homes need big pressure. So our Consta Boost um, unit is really meant for this for high rise, or even if it's a standalone business or ranch, whatever the case may be. If pressure's not really there, but you do have the volume and you're not running out of water, then the Consta Boost and or the Well Watcher unit, which I'll show on our website, will definitely assist you in your needs. Now, in regards to installation, And pricing for our cheapest model, the Consta Boost, just for one tank starts at about $4,500, and then goes from 4,500 to the Well Manager, which is the most expensive. That starts at about 6,500 dollars. So I would say rough ballpark, with shipping anywhere between 4,500 to 7 grand. If it's local, we can do a free delivery. If it's within, I would say an hour and a half, 2 hour radius of our site, because we do have a service truck as well. Any questions so far? Okay, perfect, perfect. So it seems like I'm going a little bit faster than expected. So, um, and we also do RO storage as well. So if there's any house with a whole housing RO unit, we can assist with those needs for the storage and backwash. And for the RO side, that is actually our cheapest unit. We're seeing that RO, whole housing RO, is becoming more prevalent, especially in our area, just because people are saying to themselves, why do the, single point of use under the sink where I can just do the whole house and get it over with essentially. However, if you do that, then you're going to need a tank like ours, atmospheric, because chances are when you do that RO for the whole house, your pressure and the lead lag time is going to dip a little bit. So this is our Consta Boost system. It's very similar to the Well Watcher system, but there's no control in regards to the incoming flow rate or anything like that. This is mainly just for pressure. This is the booster pump, one of the examples that we use. This is a vertical unit. And we use the dab pumps. They could be submersible, external, as you see here, wall mounted, comes with a GFCI plug, and all of our parts are Schedule 80 for plumbing. So it's very, very easy for installation where homeowners can do it themselves. They can use one of our local dealers, which includes Paramount DPS up in northern New Jersey and Morris County, Century Pumps right next to DPS. And then also we work with Blue Heron over in New Hope, Pennsylvania. They do installation for us as well. And we have really cute videos, animated videos that explains how each product works, about 2, 3 minutes long for each one. And again, consistent water pressure for this one as well. And for the quote starts about, like I said, $4,500 for the Consta Boost. Um, and you can tandemize any product as well. So say it's a commercial property like a laundromat, which we've done in the inner cities in West New York, Linden, Elizabeth. They have, 16 of our tanks for a 24/7 laundromat. We did Chimney Hill in Estate as well. So I'll go to our completed projects here. Yeah, Chimney Hill Estate Inn over in Lambertville. So they have 13 of our tanks. Um, so we've helped them with their weddings, corporate events. They need the extra water and water storage, and they have our well manager system, as you can see pictured right here. This is a residential installation, I believe, in Morris County, a 4 tank system, and they have of our uh, two of our big boy boxes, I like to call them. They're 3.6 horsepower machines, and they could be daisy chained as well. And let me go over to our well watcher. Now, the well watcher is for city and well water, same with the Consta Boost. And the well watcher, as you can see here up on the top, has a digital flow meter, and you can adjust the incoming flow rate manually. That's pretty much the differentiator of the well watcher, the Consta Boost, and the well manager. The one big difference, other than price, of course, is that the well manager has a timed control system and replaces the existing pressure tank. The well watcher and the Consta Boost work with it. Oh, I'm sorry. Joe, you have a question.
Yeah, Eric. So are these replacing the old blue tanks that
Yes.
we see in many homes? Okay.
Yeah, so the Well Manager product with the control panel that replaces it. The
Okay.
other products they work with it, so they wouldn't replace it.
Okay. Right. Also, second question on these here. Um, is there any kind of app that you could work with them? What I mean by that is that let's say you're away from the house for a week, 2 weeks, and you're seeing unusual amount of water coming in. Can you be able to use an app to guide it and say shut the system off from your phone?
So one of the booster pumps does have that capability, does have that feature. It's called the DAB Mini 3. You can do Bluetooth, Wi-Fi. You can see all the data analytics. It even has a shower booster mode. So yes, a long-winded answer of yes, yes, we do have that
Awesome.
feature. Yeah.
Great.
Yeah.
Thanks.
And yeah, of course, Joe. And just go to, so this is the well manager. This is how it replaced um, the pressure tank. So this is the time control system right here. Um, and then this is, to be honest, how customizable we are. This could have been wall mounted. This could have been on either side of the tank or, even on the same side as the control panel, but they wanted it down here next to their water treatment option as well. So in an ideal environment, we would be post-treatment and post-inspection, post-test. In regards to water quality, um, unfortunately, we don't do any water quality testing or anything for water quality. We are working on implementing ultraviolet with our tanks, UV systems, which would most likely be an add-on. But for the time being, we do recommend aqua tablets for people, especially in Hunterdon, Somerset County, even pockets of Sussex County and Morris, where you see high levels of iron, magnesium, things of that nature, to just drop a few tablets, come back in a few hours or the next day and see if the water quality has improved. If not, uh, to my knowledge, it hasn't really affected the machines at all. But for those people that do have those high levels of bacteria, algae, iron, etc., we do recommend a annual brush clean, drain and brush clean, which you can drain on the bottom. Well, it's on the other side of this machine, but you can drain it as well. And let me see here. So this was the Linden laundromat installation, four tank with the two 3.6 horsepower machines, and those are I think it's a 50 gallon per minute private well. So they have that demand, and you have to meet it. But yeah, we've done, as you can see, this is a camp up in Maine. We have dealers across the country. We've done uh, you know, uh, jobs for the Mormons. We've done jobs in the Indian reservations in Oklahoma. We've helped, Americans across the country for over 20 years. And, this is a little bit of what we can do, very customizable. This is the big laundromat I was saying in Elizabeth with 16 of our tanks. That's the camera for the laundromat owner. He literally spies on the yield and all the data, keeps track of it. Um, this is some custom work that we've done as well. This is the eye wash station that we did for 3 Mile Island. Um, and yeah, this is just a little bit more of what the systems can look like, very customizable options. And what I would recommend if anyone on the call has any questions, uh, feel free to give me a call. You guys are very, very close to the office. So if you ever want to come by and see the units in action, get a little technical tour with TR, our head of operations, who'll be more than welcome to do that. Gives him a break of in his day, and definitely read through our reviews, our YouTube videos. We have a TikTok, which our West Coast rep Emily has been working on. Same with Instagram. But yeah, if any of your clients fit these criteria of low water pressure, low yielding well, definitely let them know about us. And like I said, with the installation, they don't have to use our installers. They can do it themselves or utilize any licensed plumber or electrician. As long as the basement isn't too cluttered or a tight space, usually it's as fast as an hour and a half to 2 hours, maybe 3 hours for installation at the most for a one tank system. But yeah,
Eric,
that's
Cool.
are there a lot of resale properties looking at switching out their wells? I
switch
mean, because that's what we work with mostly.
to switch out their wells completely.
Yeah, or the whole system that they might have. I mean, where do we come in reference to, helping other than having the knowledge here, but where do we
Yeah.
come in reference to our clients, our customers, our sellers, our buyers?
Yeah, so I would say definitely get a well test performed in terms of the yields. If you see you do a sputter test, like a faucet sputtering test as well, which I told Lawrence before in the past, like really all you have to do is leave the faucets on for like 5 minutes. If you notice sputtering or even signs of hard water, um, probably a sign that pressure is an issue or will be an issue in the future. And then for their yield, again, if that's sputtering or get a well test performed, either by a well driller, by even one of our people like Blue Heron, Stovers can do it as well. A well test. Is if it's below 2 gallons a minute, chances are they're going to need one of our two products, the Well Watcher or the Well Manager. If that pressure is an issue, then there's a fit for pretty much everything that we provide. But I would definitely conduct a well test to obtain that information and a water quality test as well because they may need treatment options before they can even consider one of our products.
Hmm.
Hi Eric, it's Ruby.
Hi, Ruby.
I have a question. What is the challenges? What are the challenges you guys have faced while installing or mostly installing?
Yeah, I would say it would most likely just be the booster pump right here. Sometimes for installation, maybe we have to put it on the other side of the tank or wall mount it. Sometimes space can be an issue in a basement. Um, but for like the actual installation itself, um, if it's with one of our dealers, it's always going to be seamless. If it's local, our TR, has gone to oversee and supervise a lot of our installations recently to make sure everything goes smoothly. But the booster pumps are customizable as well. There's different options, so they can be submersible, they can be dry docked, they can have a diver like this. Um, yeah, so there's a lot of customizable options here, and this is what a crawl space one looks like. We have horizontal as well, which is pictured right here. So again, there's a lot of options for the customer, and again, this could be for commercial as well. But I would say that would probably be the one issue. Maybe there's a defect with one of the pumps, which happens very rarely, like maybe it's a low battery or maybe it's not working properly and we have to send a replacement, but that happens maybe 1% of the time.
Hmm.
Okay, great.
Mhm.
The four bedroom um average home,
Mhm.
what are the sizes you recommend?
So for 4 bedrooms, it really depends on how many people are in the home. So say it's an average family of 4 people. Um, so even if it's kids, I would say at least one tank, um, maybe two if it's all four adults. You may want to get the extra storage just to have that peace of mind. But I would definitely say one tank system if they are on a well and it's less than a quarter of a gallon, I mean less than 1 gallon a minute, then the well manager system right here. If it's more than a gallon a minute, and budget may be an issue, then the well watcher right here. If pressure is the main root of the problem, the main cause, then the cost of the boost system. So it really depends on how many people are in the house and what's the main issue with that home.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Mhm. Yeah.
So,
And yeah, your this installators, like the ones who install this system, are they, how far you guys can go? Pennsylvania?
Yeah, we have dealers. We have dealers in Pennsylvania, uh, Moyer up near Lehighton. We have Blue Heron in New Hope. We have Paramount nearby, I believe in Hillsborough, right next to you guys.
Mhm.
Century up in Morris County. We have DPS. Yeah, we have dealers all across the country, as you can see on our website.
Mhm.
Um, so, and again, they don't have to use our dealers because that would be, obviously installations can be a different price and that's, by the hour. But you can always use a licensed plumber or an electrician. Um, or they can also do it themselves. It comes with a user guide, and we can help them with any questions along the way with a Zoom call like this or a FaceTime, or just a regular phone call, which we've done before in the past. So there's a lot of options. It's aimed to be and designed to be user friendly. But if they don't want to deal with that, or some people may think it may be a headache, they
Mhm.
can definitely, go the other route as well.
Yeah, the next question. Sorry, I had written down the questions while you
No,
were
that's good.
talking. Okay. So, the warranties and the installation, when somebody else apart from your recommended dealer, how does the warranty changes or something?
The warranty on the tank doesn't change. It's a 1 year warranty on the physical tank, the plastic tank.
Mhm.
The components, it varies from manufacturer to manufacturer. But the booster pump, I believe it's at least 2 years and maybe 30 months. But I believe it's at least 24-month, 2 year warranty. And then other parts and components, it varies from 2 years, 3 years, some parts, can be 5 years. But our tank is 1 year, and then we have the money back guarantee as well. So say it gets installed, God forbid, it doesn't work properly, we would, give that customer their money back, no questions asked.
Oh, great. Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you, Eric.
Yeah, of course.
Question real quick, Eric. So when installing well, not when installing, but when you're doing the what someone would need as far as a needs analysis for their home, whether it's the well watcher or the constant pressure, has there ever been a time where you had to use all of the like, the pump, the constant watcher, the well manager, you know,
Yeah, sometimes there are clients where they just don't know, there's prospects where they just don't know that information, right?
mhm.
So yeah, you try to ask them, okay, well, how many people are in the house? Is it adults? Do you have kids? Do you get guests, during the holidays? Like, how busy is your home? How busy is your house demand? How often do you do laundry and do the dishwasher and stuff like that? Do you run out, like, are you running out of water constantly? Like, that's one of the questions we ask. How deep is your well? What's your static water level? That gives us some insight. So yeah, I mean, there's been people where they say, oh yeah, it's just myself and the wife. Sometimes our kids visit or our grandkids visit, and then the holidays we get 30, 40, 50 people. And it's like, all right, well, that could be anything.
Right.
And you're obviously gonna, stress your well during that time. So um, to help pinpoint those quotes, you ask about, okay, well, do you want, like, what feature would you like? What booster pump and stuff like that? Like, what would you recommend? You try to get a feel of their budget. Um, but you don't want to just send them the whole kitchen sink, right? Because it's gonna be so overwhelming because we have so many options. So you
Right.
just try to pinpoint it as much as possible. Just do, that need analysis as you said, and just highlight the best options for them,
Mhm.
instead of just throwing everything at them.
Right. Would you say the Constant Boost is probably one of your like more popular items? Do you find that the pressure is always usually the issue?
When the pressure is usually the issue, yes, the constant boost is the most popular one. But I will say the past couple of months, the Well Watcher has been overtaking that,
Mm,
just because of that manual, tangible feel where you can see the incoming flow rate, you can adjust it. People
mm,
really do like that. The constant boost, I would say, is the option where it's it is the more budget friendly option.
mhm.
So if people really don't care or mind that they can't change that incoming flow rate and they want to save an extra, $1,200, $1,300, they're going to go with the Consta Boost. Yeah, I sold one up in Towako over the summer, where, the guy's neighbor recommended us to him. He's like, hey, like my neighbor recommended you. But, the reason why I'm calling is because he's stealing my water, you know, for his farm, for his irrigation. And I need something to help with the water volume that I'm losing and my pressure. And I said, okay, well, yeah, here's the Consta Boost, here's the Well Watcher. He went with the Consta Boost. So yeah, I mean, again, it really does depend, and I hate saying that, especially as a salesperson, because it sounds like super cliche, but we are a very user-friendly company, and our products are and very customizable. Um, so again, I would say bottom line, it depends on how
Mhm.
deep their well is, their yields, and their demand and what they're looking for and what they're looking to solve.
Right. Okay.
And Eric, I have a question. I
Yeah.
have seen a lot of this Oasis system and all that popularly in homes when we take tours.
Mhm.
So I have not seen one of yours, but is that your biggest competitor, or what is your biggest competitor for your product?
Our biggest competitor is a company out west in Washington State. Um, they're named EPS. There may be some companies around here that build a similar product, but to my knowledge, it's nowhere as near as, as vast and advanced as we are.
Mhm.
There are some people that can, do it themselves and do like some sort of replica of what we can do. But for the cost, that we have, and everything that we offer, I don't really see. I haven't seen a competitor out here in the East Coast.
Cool. Nice. Thank you.
Mhm.
Hey, Eric, do you do anything with decommissioning wells, or is that something you could refer me to someone?
I could possibly refer you to someone for that. When it comes to decommissioning, I know that that could be a process, at least to my knowledge, with a lot of
Yeah,
paperwork. Um,
yeah,
so, I mean, we've done that before, and I did forget to mention, our products. We can work with properties up to 3 wells. So keep that in mind. If a property has more than one well, we can still still assist them. But when it comes to decommissioning, I can definitely, refer you to someone. I know there's a lot of well drillers that do that. I'm
yeah.
actually
And
working. Mhm.
you mentioned Stover's up in Ringo's. I know someone's going to reach out to, so probably good company to reach out to.
Yeah, Stovers, I believe we ended our relationship with them, but they are a good company. Tom over there, Tom Stover, I would say is a good point of contact. Um, King George Enterprises in Robbinsville. Um, Gentleman's name is George Cruz. Very, very well versed. He has over 40 years of experience. So I would definitely give him a call. And then Blue Heron and New Hope, which is local to you guys as well, and Paramount, um, right down the street. So I would start with those guys. They're all well drillers, except Blue Heron. They're a well pump company, but they go all over the place. George has done work in South Jersey. He's done the Trump golf courses. He's done, residential stuff over here. Um, some jobs in Lebanon and Belmead and Hillsborough. So, all these guys are great. So, yeah, hopefully one of them can help you, Joe.
Okay, yeah, appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah.
What is that company name? King
Yeah, King George Enterprises.
Enterprises. Okay, thank
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, gentleman's name is George Cruz.
George Cruz.
Mhm.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, and he's in the Robbinsville area.
Robbinsville, yes.
Mhm.
Awesome. Anyone else have any other questions, comments, concerns? I do want to just show this one thing that I have here. I bet you haven't seen one of these in a while. It's like a golden ticket now. Oh man. Yeah, so well, thank you for coming, Eric. I really appreciate it. Maybe we'll coordinate another field trip to
Yeah.
the shop. That was awesome the last time we went. Um be a really, really good time. Jersey Mike's is not too far from there, so they do a good job of providing lunch. So we'll definitely put something together for that once it stops raining.
Yes.
We'll
And
find a nice sunny day and we'll plan on a nice field trip to the shop.
can we get Eric's information in the chat real quick?
Yeah.
Yes.
Let me just pull that up for everyone here.
Yep. Good. Everyone learned a lot today. I always do whenever, we have this well management system. I feel like I'm learning it all over again. Yeah. I really back their product too, not only because, I just thought it was when I found it, I just thought it was really a really good innovative way to help people with wells. I thought it was something that everyone could use and, definitely a product, that should definitely be in every household that has wells. So I found it to be quite fascinating, and that's why I reached out to Eric, and he did our first spotlight. Then we got to do the field trip there.
Mhm.
Now we're doing another one, and we'll hopefully do another field trip.
Perfect. Perfect. Well, I put my information in the chat, guys. Uh, again, thank you so much. I know the chocolate you guys liked. Um, but
No, I got the last
I
one.
you got the last one. I will say be careful. Um, it's probably good for like another month with the shelf life. So definitely eat it today.
Right.
But
You still have it on surprise. I finished all four I got.
Oh.
well, that's
Got
good
it.
news. I will tell Richard that you guys enjoyed the chocolate. Maybe he'll do another order
Yeah,
and
right.
get some new
Just a
flavors.
special order for us. Yeah, that'd be fine.
But
Awesome.
no, I got
Well,
guys again. Thank you so much. I look forward to seeing you guys soon, and yeah, have a great weekend.
yep, you
Yeah,
too.
thank
Have a
you.
great one, guys. Thanks a lot for coming.